Thank you for tuning in to the Wendy Inspire channel and for joining our Happy BME Village, where you are unique, you're special, and you are valued. Today we are going to talk about giving from the overflow on our special Thursday segment. So let's think about it. If you're like me, then once upon a time you had those moments where you knew you were low on gas and you seen that you had like one more bar left and you knew that, hey, I'm only a few minutes away. I think I can make it to work, or I think I can make it home, and I'll just go in the morning. And then you continue to drive, and then you see E, and you see that little red light on your little meter in your car, and you continue to drive anyways. And guess what? Your car still goes. Now your car is going, although you're on empty, but your car is straining because it's taken out the last little bit of gas mixed with some particles and fumes to cause your car to go. And if you continue to drive your car on E, you can damage your engine. Now that's the same thing with us. When our tank is empty, sometimes we still pour. And then we're given from the fumes and we allow ourselves to be depleted. Now, it's so very important that we realize in life that for us to pour into someone else, we have to first have the fuel poured into ourselves. Now, one of the things, or a few of the things that I do to give myself fuel is I spend time alone. I spend time reading inspirational books, listening to inspirational music. I spend time with positive people who care about me. I spend time with people who encourage me. Most important, I spend time with God. I read my Bible. I pray. And I do what I need to do to replenish my tank. Now, in order to give to someone else, so let me just break this down. This is us, so this is you and me. This is our overflow, and this is them. Now, each container is very, very important. And what happens is when we have our full tank, someone else needs something. So we take our tank and we pour into them. A situation came up at work and someone calls you. Something happened with a family member. Someone calls you and they need support, encouragement, or prayer. There's another need, and 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 another need. And before you know it, you poured so much into someone else, you find yourself completely depleted. And then once you're completely depleted, you're still trying to pour the little last drops into someone else. And then after you do that so many times, you find that you're empty. And then you have to go back to the source and you have to pour into yourself again and again and again and again. Now, what we do wrong is we wait until we're completely full, or take that back. We sometimes pour when we're completely empty. Sometimes we pour when we're 35% full, 75% full, but we actually should be overflowing. So this is us. And before we pour into someone else, we should ensure that everything that's in our fuel tank is taking care of everything that we need first. That this fuel tank is enough for us. Everything in this fuel tank is enough for us. And then, once we're completely filled, and once we are completely fueled, once we have everything that we need to be strong, we then continue to pour into ourselves or have someone else pour into us, and then we begin to overflow. We should be giving from the overflow, That means we take care of all of our needs, everything that we need, and then the excess, what is left, then goes into someone else. Most of us, we don't even allow ourselves to be full all the way up to the top before we start pouring. And then before we know it, we pour and pour and pour and pour and pour and pour and pour, and then we're empty again. And we forget to replenish before pouring into someone else. So the moral of the story is, yes, we want to help everybody in need. Yes, we love each other. Yes, we want to support. But we have to make sure that our fuel tank is filled to the tippy top to fuel us and what we need. And then we continue to pour. And then we give from the overflow. And another thing, guys, it's okay to say no. It is okay to say no. If you're not able to do something, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, I'm not available. Now, unavailable can mean I'm not able to make it because there's a conflict in my schedule. Unavailable can mean I just don't want to go. Unavailable can mean I'd rather sit on my couch and watch TV. Whatever unavailable means, if you're not available to do something, it's okay to say no. It's also okay to say no without providing an explanation, because what happens so often is we know that we are very, very empty, and we know that it's time to replenish our tank, but then we continue to pour and pour and pour and pour. And then in our minds we're saying, oh my goodness, I can't say no. Oh, they need me to come. Oh, their feelings are going to be hurt. What am I going to do? And then we continue to pour, and then we find ourselves completely empty because we forgot about ourselves. Now listen up and listen well. It is okay to focus on self-care. Self-care is not selfish. Saying no is okay. Thinking about yourself is okay. Because if we truly want to impact the world, we have to make sure that we're healthy. We have to make sure that we're strong. If we're completely empty, how are we going to really help everyone at our very, very best? How are we going to help everybody at our maximum capacity? So in order to be a blessing, in order to have the greatest impact, we have to be healthy first. So today's lesson is, yes, they matter, but we matter too. Give from the overflow. Know that it's okay to say no, and know that self-care is not selfish. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Wendy Inspired channel, our special Thursday segment. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear how everybody's doing, so drop me a few comments. And if you have not already done so, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe, and share, because I know that we're not the only ones that sometimes need that special reminder to take care of ourselves and give from the overflow. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have an extra special Super Thursday. Bye.